As you can see, I'm standing in front of the Pearl building at the Bund in Shanghai. This city is different from Shenzhen as many American cities I've been to and lived in. It's awesome, it has so much to offer, and it reminds me of New York City in a lot of ways, only it's cleaner and safer. But I have to depart tomorrow morning on a high-speed train back down the coast and back down to where I've been living the last 6 months, Shenzhen. So come with me on the train ride and I'll show you what that looks like. If it looks like I haven't slept a full 8 hours, it's because I haven't. I'm standing in front of the terminal, which looks like it goes on for 2 miles. And I'm about to get on the high-speed train that will put me back in my current hometown in 10 hours. So pay attention. I hope to be upbeat and positive the whole way, but we'll see. I thought I was in the right place, but I had to go up 2 escalators and come here, which is ridiculously big, and I don't quite yet know where to go, but I'm gonna find out in a second. Look around. It's like a stadium with no field, only seats for people to wait on their trains. So I found where I needed to go at gates 20 and 21. You can see that there is numbering that a native English speaker could easily recognize, but that still made it a bit complicated to find the right gate. I found it, and then I went through the gate, got on this escalator down to the platform, of which there are more than 20. And then I walked to the right door of the train, which is numbered, that showed me to the correct seat. I got on the train. Then, promptly as scheduled, we left the station, and you can see through the reflection what one of these high-speed trains look like. These are actually made in Canada, and they look like snakes or torpedoes. And they move very quickly. You'll see that more and more as we go. Here's the front of one of the trains. So this is what the cabin looks like. It's a little more spacious than a train. You can move around a little easier as the aisles are wider. It's really kind of a nice ride, and the seats recline. So we were off. We're at full speed here, and this is outer Shanghai. You can see that although we are not in a really metropolitan area, you can see that there's a lot going on, many houses, and it was a Tuesday morning, but it was still, things were going on. Watch how fast we passed the people at the train station. We didn't stop at this one. That just gives you an idea of how fast the train went. So we got out of Shanghai and we went through many different suburban or less than metropolitan areas. That one was Hangzhou. Then we got out in the country, and one of the main things I began to understand on this train ride was that China is developing in every way. And what I mean by that is if you go through a city, you can see that things are being built. There's construction everywhere. But if you go through a more rural area, you can see the sheer amount of farming that's being done. And that is probably, of course, to suit the needs of China's huge population. Their land is so sectioned off, and that just goes to show that there's a lot of farming. So this is probably one of the most beautiful parts of this video. This is Jiangxi province, and you can see that there are sectioned off little bodies of water, and then here there is what looks like marshland in front of those extremely majestic mountains. It looked like it was low tide if you live in a coastal marsh area. I'm not sure why there wasn't any water. But here it got really quiet. All the people emptied out of the train at this stop. But then the train refilled. It was like all the people got off and then all the people got on. But actually these were different people. This was at, I believe, Fujian train station. And there was calamity and chaos for about 20 minutes after these people got on. As soon as they got their luggage set and got out their instant noodles, they settled into their seats. But they weren't pushy. They were just getting on the train. Now I'm looking up. I hope the seat next to me stays open. So look really quickly in that scrolling sign. It says the train is traveling 205 kilometers per hour now. That is how fast these high-speed trains go at their cruising speed, and you can't really feel it. So people settled into their seats, and we had a nice little ride until we reached the final station, Shenzhen Bay, and people walked about, did what they did. We had a pleasant ride for the rest of the way. And here I am again. Feels weird to say it, but 10 hours later, I think actually 11 hours later, I'm home in Shenzhen. I made it all by myself. I'm a big boy now. Traveled down half of China. Came to Shenzhen to a train station that looks very similar to the one I left from in Shanghai. It's beautiful. The weather is a little more temperate here. As you can see, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. What a cool adventure I just had. Thanks for watching Jovi TV.